Okay. Let's get back on this. Let's remind ourselves what's going on. I'm going to talk to Baragon.
Tribune Alea and Laramil can use your help. The Tribune is worried about an attack at Feldergard Keep, and Laramil thinks it's important to investigate the Outcast Inn. See what you can do to help them, then come back here.
That's right.
Feldergard Keep is one of the largest fortresses in the Colovian Highlands. It's absolutely vital to the defense of Westweald. Tribune Alea went there after you found that report at Hope Root. She's concerned the Recollection plans an attack, friend. An attack on the fortress by Recollection forces sounds pretty urgent, but if Laramil thinks you're needed somewhere, that's probably important too. Since you can't be in two places at once, maybe just flip a coin?
It's funny because on the way back to this place, I think the quest that she's meant to be giving was there at that place as I walked by, and it was... I think I probably could have sequence broke if I accepted it.
Well, in addition to the memory you saw of Athelia heading toward the inn, Laramil says there are tangled threads of fate converging in that area. Whatever's going on there, you need to help Laramil figure it out. Athelia is the reason behind all these occurrences. We need to understand what she's doing and why. But if we lose Feldergard Keep to a Recollection assault, Skingrad might be next. Both are equally important, so you'll just have to choose.
Clearly, defending Feldergard Keep is important. But if Athelia visited the Outcast Inn, we must investigate. Besides, I sense a strange convergence of threads of fate there. You must choose, Proxy. I shall meet you at the inn when you arrive.
Alright. Well, we have a choice. I think... Well, let's see. Unless anyone has a better idea, I think I might go to the fortress first. But the inn did look pretty cool as I walked by. It's either there or... yeah, somewhere around there. Wait. That's right, the inn was over there. Let's go to the fortress. Why not?
There was some kind of cult, they say, right beneath the king's castle, called them the Bad Man's Hollows.
I think they were talking about something else. I've been there. Even though she's the one I need to talk to, it's pointing me somewhere else. Oh. Yep. Multiple places to start, I think. I think she's meant to be here to, like, talk to. Just found a horse. Named Horse. Yeah, I think that's a little bit of a bug that I just found. Maybe I should report it. I'll do that later. Because she's over here. And I'm pretty sure that's the quest I need to do. Where was she? Here she is. And there's a horse named Horse.
Good. You came. After we finished at Hope Root, I raced to Feldergard Keep to warn them about the report we found. But as you can hear, the battle already rages on. If only we'd found that recollection report earlier. Daedric forces seek to overwhelm the Legion cohort defending the keep. The legionaries here are capable, but there's something about this attack. We can't let the keep fall. I need to get inside and help them. In addition to defending the major roads to the north and east, its proximity to the devastated area and the new forest make it integral to the protection of the Wheeled Heartland. What say you? Care to take a Legion commission and help me end this? We need to take stock of the situation before we head inside. Stumbling into a fight blindly never ends well. There's an overlook east of the keep. Locals usually run a small market there. We can get a good view of the keep from that location. It was a reconnaissance report to the Recollection leaders. Contained all kinds of information about Feldegard Keep. The kind of information you collect before launching an attack. I assumed I'd find Recollection forces here, but they send Daedra. I did a little scouting before you arrived and immediately ran into a squadron of Daedra. Shardborn Dremora from the looks of it, but other Daedra as well. Now I want to head to the Overlook and get a better view of the current situation. The Legion built the keep late in the First Era as part of Riemann Cyrodiil's initial Imperial expansion. It's seen quite a few battles over the centuries. Now we use it to protect the trade roads and to keep an eye on the new forest.
Cool. I love how he says skill issue, that's great.
Head to the Market Overlook. We'll take stock of the situation there.
Well, there's the horse named Horse. And I think I went the wrong way.
Damn, they breached the wall. Let's talk strategy, comrade. Damn. The Daedra have surrounded the keep and breached the fort's outer wall. The situation is worse than I thought. We need to get in there and help them.
I do like that lately they've been doing these things where you're not just talking to them straight on, you're actually seeing what they're looking at. Like last time, when you actually saw the giant keep right behind them, and then saw it in ruins afterwards. They've been playing around with the camera placement, and I like it.
The legionaries barricaded the area past the breach. Can't go through there. There's a side entrance to the southwest. It's obscured by overgrowth, so there's a good chance it hasn't been noticed. We'll try that way. Then we find Commander Marion. Marion commands the troops stationed at Feldegard. He's stubborn, but has an excellent tactical mind. He'll know exactly how we can help once we get in there. The door is recessed between a gap and some rocks. I wouldn't call it a hidden entrance, but it's easy to miss if you don't know about it. I'll point it out. Once inside, we'll find Commander Marion. He'll tell us how we can help. Tough as forged iron and sharp as a rapier. I've seen him devise amazing strategies and accomplish seemingly impossible tactics. He loves Colovia and will defend it with everything he's got. With him in charge, those Daedra are in for a fight.
Alright, let's find this door. I have to keep on not going in that direction. I need to go in that direction. After I kill this guy. Oh. I do not like being in first person while her ability is on. It is distracting.
door is behind that gap in the rocks. We made it in easily enough, but that's just the beginning. Tracking down Commander Marion is our objective now. I don't know what we'll find inside, so stay alert. Stay alert while we look for Commander Marion.
Commander, they're climbing over the walls. We can't.
Tribune,
Poor guy.
raise the god. We can use your help.
He's up on the wall.
Stendar's blood, it's good to see you. We need all the swords we can get. And anyone traveling with Tribune Alea is always welcome in a fight. Those Daedra are pummeling us. I need something done to hold them back. The most immediate threat is that they are slipping in all over the keep. I need to contain them in one spot if I'm going to bring my forces to bear. If we slow their progress and cut off their entry points, they'll regroup at the breach in the wall. Since my soldiers are up to their ears in Daedra, you're gonna slow down the assault. Go around the keep and reset some traps that we planted. As you do that, burn the ropes those Daedra are using to climb over the walls. You'll have to cut down an enemy or two, no question. But your primary objective is to reset those traps and burn those ropes. My legionaries can handle the rest. After that, meet me in the main courtyard. If you have questions, make them quick. They are Daedra. They look funny, smell weird, and don't give a damn about dying. Call themselves Shardborn, but otherwise haven't made any demands. They want my keep. I'll bring every stone here down upon their heads before I let that happen. We need to cut off their access points and slow down their advance through the keep. Since they're using ropes to scale the walls, burning them is essential, and the traps should slow them down. With any luck, they'll regroup at the breach.
All right.
That'll stop any Daedra, if they have legs.
See what you have to say about all this.
We have our orders. Reset the traps around the keep and burn those ropes. I have one more order. Take down as many Daedra as you can. Let's get to it. Careful! You need those hands to fight. Didn't even know Daedra could climb ropes. That's all of the traps. I hope this makes them mad.
And that's... Oh, I missed one.
That's all the ropes I can see. Good work. Commander, the ballista's destroyed. They'll breach the courtyard soon.
Blasted clever Daedra. Meet me in the courtyard.
We reset the traps and burn the ropes. That should slow the assault like Commander Marion planned. He wants us to meet him in the main courtyard. Let's get going. Let the legionaries handle the Daedra. We need to reach the commander.
We'll guard this passage and fend off
The
any
courtyard is through
Daedra.
those doors.
Get that ballista in working order. Mercenary, you get the fun part. We thought those barricades would hold longer. Those blasted Daedra broke through when our backs were turned and damaged our last ballista. My legionaries set up another barricade, but it may not last for long. That's where you come in, mercenary. If the Daedra can't get close to the barricade, they can't knock it down. So we'll set it on fire. My legionaries already brought up oil. I need you to pour it over the barricade. Soak it well, then come back here. Tribune Alea will repair the ballista while you douse the barricade in oil. Once it's ready, launch a flaming bolt into the oil and set it ablaze. That should hold their advance and create a kill zone. After that, use the ballista at will. I gave you an order, mercenary. Get to it. Grab that oil that's behind you first. I'll walk you through everything else. No plan is ever certain, and we don't have time for maybes and whatabouts. I didn't become a commander in the Imperial Legion by second-guessing myself, and I won't be questioned by a hired mercenary. Now get to it. Grab that bucket of oil first. Now pour the oil around the barricades. Tribune, take a look out. Mercenary, finish repairing the ballista. The parts are by the back wall.
Commander, I see 2 legionaries trapped outside the barricade. The commander gave you some critical tasks. You need to hurry. Don't worry about taking your eye off the enemy. I have your back, comrade.
That did it! Now arm that ballista, target the oil, and set it ablaze.
Oh, that's fun.
That should hold them back. Now crush those Daedra!
Do I like go outside or do I keep on?
No! We lost the legionary.
Oh.
Wipe out the Daedra before they break through.
Wish I saved that legionary. Wish I knew what was going on.
Nice targeting, mercenary. Get ready for the next wave.
Ah. I guess I don't do enough PvP to use these things and know the mechanics.
We lost the legionary. There's too many Daedra.
Should have been more prepared.
Keep it up. I see another wave approaching. That's it for the ballista.
Let's go.
Tribune, look sharp.
Daedra emerging through the north door. With me, comrade.
There they are.
More Daedra emerging from the north door. That leads to the barracks beneath the keep. How did they get in there? No matter. Let's go deal with this, comrade.
Better luck next time.
Find out where they're coming from.
Wait.
Comrade, you're with me.
I think I have to go through here.
We crushed the Daedra's frontal assault and stopped them from getting past the barricade. But the ones who emerged from the barracks, where did they come from? Living quarters. The barracks extend beneath the keep, and a dungeon is below that. I'm not sure how the Daedra could get in down there, but we should take a look. There's one more curious thing about this assault. Where's the Daedric commander? This attack is much too coordinated to not have a leader. Find the commander, and maybe we can sever the head of this army. Let's search the barracks for another breach. And keep watch for any Daedra that looks to be in charge. See that lift? It brings them up into the courtyard. I refuse to let Daedra take this keep, comrade. Let's hunt down the hole they climbed in through and plug it. Let's hope they haven't found it.
You're going to regret this.
So go that way. I think I went the wrong way. Nope, this is the way.
The armory's just through those doors. Be ready for anything. That must be their commander. Keep low.
Cool sword.
Go! Take your forces and capture the keep. I will gather reinforcements in Miramore. As you command, Shard Marshal Vargas.
We need to talk, comrade. I wondered when Shard Marshal Vargas would turn up again. I still owe her for Rustwall. And she has a new sword. Did you see how it opened a portal? Brought in reinforcements from someplace she called Miramore. We need to take that blade. Usually I'd leap the railing and rush into battle, but who knows what else that blade can do. I'd rather not be turned into a mud crab or something. Let's split up. If we attack her from two sides, we'll split her focus. Then we can take her down. Go around the side to that gateway across from here. I'll distract the commander, then you attack and grab the blade. It's important we do this before she opens another portal. If reinforcements come through, we'll have a bigger fight on our hands. I could still leap this railing and rush her if you think that would work. No, let's stick with the plan I outlined. Once you're in position at the gateway, I'll distract the Shard Marshal. Let's do this.
It's funny, because before this, I came up with an idea for a sword that would do literally the exact same thing for Torvasad, who, you know, is part of these forces. So, nah, just kidding.
Some Oblivion plane? Look, I know as much about Daedra as I do Magecraft, which is absolutely nothing. But I've heard these Shardborn mention the place. Maybe that's where they come from. We can ask her all about it after we take that blade.
Do I have to go around? Yeah, I think so. Ooh, nice. Let's go to Miramore. I mean, this isn't Miramore, this is just Fargrave. But it's probably a piece of Fargrave or something. Or I will find out.
Give me that blade, Vargas! Take a Abolisher if you can, mortal! No!
Oh, that's right, Abolisher. That makes sense. I remember that sword was in the prequel quest. Prologue.
Abolisher. It's all yours, comrade.
Abolisher will be mine again, mortals. We shall definitely meet again.
Alright. Wait, what did it say? This rusty pitted blade is said to have been crafted by Boethia herself. The edge can cut through the veils between worlds. Nice. I don't want to leave yet. I want to see what this place is. I know that if I jump down there, I'll die. But I swear this is Fargrave. Because that looks like one of the big old giants. I think it is.
Perhaps I'll ask about the portal later. Right now, I want to know if the keep is secure.
You give the report, comrade. Remind me never to leap into strange portals again. Is it normal to feel queasy? It looks like Commander Marion wants to speak with us. You talk to him while I concentrate on not losing my lunch.
The battle out here appears to be over, except for a few straggling Daedra. Are we in the clear? What did you find in the barracks? And how did you wind up emerging from a portal? Portals under the keep. That's an unexpected tactic. But I'm glad you and the Tribune took care of it. Without reinforcements, the remaining Daedra shouldn't pose too much of a problem for my legionaries. As safe as can be expected, we are a military installation after all. We'll wipe out the remaining Daedra, then begin rebuilding the keep. I expect Tribune Alea will want a final word or two with you before you go. After this beating, who can say? Daedra don't behave in any rational way that I ever noticed. But we'll shore up the barricades, rebuild the wall. And there's always my tried and true methods. Fire and traps. Always go with proven tactics, I say.
You didn't hesitate to leap through the portal after me. You do this sort of thing pretty regularly, don't you? Shard Marshal Vargas got away, though. That's on me. I swear I'll get her next time. But that place... the sky looked like cracked glass. Miramore. What a desolate place. Do the Shardborn come from there? Maybe Baragon or Laramil can tell us more. We should also have them examine the blade. What did Vargas call it? Abolisher. Huh. Would it be alright if I took the sword to them? I'll help bury the dead and then take Abolisher to Skingrad. Maybe Laramil or Baragon can make sense of it. I want you to know I appreciate your help here, comrade. Take this and consider your commission with the Legion over. For now.
Giving me a repair kit that I will immediately get rid of because I do not like PvP. Just in general,
Keep news about
any
the
game.
Abolisher between us until we're back in Skingrad. I don't want thieves or recollection agents to get any ideas while I'm traveling. Return to Baragon's townhouse as soon as you can. I have a feeling this is far from over. A sense that things are going to get worse before they get better. Recollection cultists prowling the region, Daedra boldly attacking the keep, magical blades that open portals as easily as I can open a door. Something bigger is coming. I know it.
Hello, random legionary.
When Commander Marion looks relaxed, then you know we're safe. He seems quite pleased with you. That's rare, especially since you're a mercenary. I owe you a debt of gratitude for saving me with that ballista. I hope I can return the favor one day. Legionary Larissus and I were sent to scout, try to get eyes on the enemy. We were on our way back when the Daedra attacked. I'm sure glad you were operating the ballista. Not sure if any of the legionaries could have cleared the field like you did.
I wonder if there was meant to be more legionaries, because I know some of them died.
I owe you my life. I've seen what Daedra do to their enemies, but your skill with the ballista kept me alive. Thank you. Stentis and I were out scouting. We got caught out there when the Daedra swarmed toward the breach. If not for you and the ballista, our bodies would still be out there.
Guess we didn't lose the legionaries. Huh. Aquaman. Do I still need to go here? Yes. The distance isn't that different. I'll just go there myself. No way shrine needed. Place looks like it's having a good time.
Come, Proxy. Things here are more dire than I suspected. I am glad you are here, Proxy. Threads of fate tangle around the Outcast Inn in an ever-expanding knot, fraying the bonds of cause and effect with each bend and twist. Should they snap, the results would be catastrophic. I cannot discern its origin. Hermaeus Mora gifted me an ability to perceive the threads of fate. This tangle painfully overwhelms that very gift whenever I try to approach the inn. Someone without such sight must act as my agent, namely you.
She needs a blind bitch.
Pass through this tangle and enter the inn. Find the source of this disturbance. Stop it however you can. I cannot assist you in this. You shall stand alone against a force that tangles fate and unravels reality. Succeed and you shall be rewarded. If we allow the tangle in fate to persist, our localized reality could collapse. In short, we would all cease to exist. Enter the inn while I research this phenomenon. And hurry, Proxy. Even at this distance, the disturbance causes me great pain. I sensed the disturbance as I conducted my own investigations. When I heard you had also seen a memory of Athelia associated with this place, I knew we had to learn more. Unfortunately, my ability to sense the disturbance also holds me at bay. As I understand it, the Outcast Inn was an unremarkable establishment prior to this. In Skingrad, I learned that a new owner purchased it recently and had started to make repairs. I know little else. Perhaps anyone you find inside can tell you more. Cause and effect shape our entire reality. Even Magicka has a known source. Mundus exists as a cascading series of actions and outcomes, though sometimes we cannot perceive either. The event within this tangle of fates decouples the two. Imagine swinging a blade, but it refuses to slice through the air. Or a guar suddenly appearing overhead and falling on a person. Or worse, a town erupting into flames without a single spark being struck. Life would become untenable. Go where I cannot, Proxy. Untangle this knot of fate.
That's a fun concept, actually.
Another apparition? Oh, you're real. Please, come in. What can I get you?
Yeah, this is all quite fun, actually. I like the explanation about Magicka and all that.
Whoa, Brynmere seems upset. Why? Do those odd wandering people bother him? Just leave them alone. Maybe they want a drink, huh? Has he tried that?
Yes, please come in. Stay for a while. Just pay no mind to the crack in the sky outside or those shadows. Ignore them and have a drink. All right, I can't ignore them either. It all started when the woman at the table by the fire came in. I don't know her from a skeever's ass, and I don't care what her name is. But she's absolutely the cause of my problems. Right after she arrived, the sky changed, and those shadows started roaming my inn. Then she sat by the fire without a word. Not a one. But a good innkeep can guess what a customer needs, and she needs a drink. Something to wake her up. A Skyrim sunrise. I can't leave my patrons with these shadows, though. Could you go to the well and fetch some water? You'll drink free. The well's out back in the courtyard. Bring me a bucket of water, and I'll mix up a Skyrim sunrise. That should get her talking. Then I can ask her to move along and take this strangeness with her. She's scaring my customers.
He waters down his drinks.
All good innkeepers know when to leave someone alone and when to chat them up. If not for these shadows floating around, I'd let the woman have her privacy by the fire. Also, there's something about her that frightens me. Can't think of a better word. They're not people, just sort of disturbingly people-shaped. I think they want to speak, but they don't make a sound. They arrived, and the sky cracked exactly when the woman by the fire stepped through the door. I didn't see the crack at first. The light through the window went dark, which was eerie enough. When I poked my head out to look at the sky, there it was. It might be my imagination, but every time I look up, I swear those cracks get bigger. Bought the place almost a year ago. It's old Colovian. Late First Era, I'm told. The seller claimed Riemann III slept here, but I don't see how she'd know that. I had big dreams for this place. Don't know if they'll work out now. I wanted to turn this establishment into a high-end place known for its most unusual drinks. All for a reasonable cost for the common traveler. I concoct my own recipes from scratch, you know. Everyone deserves a drink made with skill and care.
Everyone with dreams to open a bar, for real. Which is admirable. Admirable.
Almost every innkeep apprenticeship I ever had kicked me out. They said my drink ideas were too complicated. Really hurt at the time. When I could afford to buy my own place, I named it after how I felt back then. Showed them, didn't I? Always. Making drinks is like alchemy. And I like taking care of strangers. I finally found someone who believed in me, Millie. She suggested I buy this place and provided some of the funds. I need to keep this place open. Honor her belief in me.
Wonder if I could just go up and talk to her.
I don't understand what's happening. All of it occurring simultaneously, it won't stop. You aren't here. This place isn't here. I'm not really here. Go away.
Interesting. Hey. I'm not really here. I can't be dancing in front of you. I'm going to explore a little bit before I go get the water.
How does Brynmere expect me to get work done with these odd happenings going on? I can't clean now. I'm just too scared. Yeah, that's it. Too scared to do my work. That's a good excuse, right?
I might just say random dog, but that's just someone's pet. Yeah, it doesn't help that there's enemies outside. Yeah, none of this looks normal. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, is there any other? 8 moons, which is more than usual.
Mortal, help me, please.
Do you want the water?
I don't know if you can understand me. My mind is a storm of images and voices and memories. I can see every reality all at once, the many paths. But my grip on this realm keeps slipping. But you... I see that you are real. We did, didn't we? Then you know my name is Ethelia. I am what mortals call, a Daedric Prince. These echoes. I summoned them by accident. I am losing control. The inn. It drew me here. Called to me. I need something it can provide.
Let's find out what that is.
Possibilities. Probabilities, places where fate takes a different course. Some lead to here, others to there. And a few they lead to... elsewhere. But this place, it has something I need.
We're going back to elsewhere. I hope one day. That'd be fun.
A phrase emerges from the storm. Sage's dream. Yes, that's it. A drink, I think. It tastes of belonging. Cohesion. The innkeeper, ask him to make this drink for me. Quickly, before the storm takes me again.
She just came for a cocktail.
I remember so little about myself. Why is that? Did someone... Yes. Mora, he did this. But Sage's dream. I know it can help me even as the details slip away. Please, ask the innkeeper. I feel certain he knows something. I am Athelia, the Daedric Prince of Paths, the mistress of the untraveled road. I am... confused. Sometimes an event surges into memory. Fear, anger, and resignation erupt all at once. And then I lose my grasp and forget again. Remembering is a struggle. I cannot extract details from the chaos of converging realities. There is darkness. Then I saw a light in the distance. The light became this inn. It summoned me, but the reason was unclear. Until I recalled Sage's dream. Echoes from other realities. My power drew them here, trapped them between this path and their own. They are confused, suffering. Until I gain control of myself, I cannot set them free. I wish to know more myself, but the storm fills my mind. The knowledge of the many paths comes to me in bursts as intuitions. They are possibilities not yet realized. Realities close and distant. If I can calm my mind, maybe I'll understand.
Let's go get this cocktail.
Well, at least she's finally talking. That's better than I ever managed. I hope you told her to get out of here. My remaining customers are starting to talk about settling their bill and finding someplace less strange.
I didn't run into any customers.
I knew she wanted a drink.
No, I did one.
Sage's dream? Never heard of it. And I've memorized every recipe in every edition of the Innkeeper's Helper. Wait, I just remembered. We might be in luck yet. The previous owner left junk all over the courtyard. I've been sorting through it and noticed a book on obscure and ancient drinks. Maybe it contains a recipe for Sage's dream. Go back there and find that book. Gilredal's Book of Obscure and Ancient Spirits. That's the book's name. Search around the courtyard behind the inn. Also, try the outbuilding in the far back. I found junk in there too. Bring me the book, and we'll see if it has the recipe we need. Not a clue. Innkeepers get plenty of requests they don't understand. Our job isn't to ask questions. We're here to listen and help customers relax and forget their problems. Though, maybe that's different for this patron. Strong drink fogs the mind, right? Makes some pains less sharp. But doesn't her mind seem clouded already? Maybe even stormy? I think she wants a drink that will provide her with some clarity.
Well, let's go get that drink. If we can go upstairs, see what's up here. Nothing. Sleeping on the table. I think I need to go out This way? Nope, still need to go out this way. Yeah, it leads me around. It's weird. I think I need to go out a different door. No one's told them about the Daedra that's just hanging around behind the inn.
Get stocked up.
Alright, let's read this book. I thought operating a tavern would make my life simpler, not filled with angry drunk customers, vendors who cheat me, tax agents, and so on. Perhaps I should have performed more thorough research instead of jumping in with both feet. Another lesson from Akatosh for this old monk. Today, an older woman entered the tavern wearing quite a stunning red hat. Well, as an older man myself, I certainly took notice of her. Respectfully, of course. Even though I'm no longer a monk, my dedication to matters still holds. Plus, I was never lecherous, even in my younger days. That's why I'm justifying myself into my own diary. Alright. Anyway, I performed the normal tavern owner ritual and asked her what I could get her. To my surprise, she requested a strong whiskey. Typically, people of her class ask for more refined drinks, not something that could put a mule to sleep. I dutifully retrieved the bottle, then, while pouring, I casually asked her for her name. I hope it was casual. She said her name was Leonara. Divines, what a beautiful name. I had dinner with Leonara again this evening, this time at her home. We discussed our lives and our hopes for what's left of them. I expressed that, despite my surprising complexity, I enjoyed owning my tavern. I'd like to see more customers come through, maybe higher entertainment. We discussed this for some time, when she suddenly had the idea of expanding to a full inn. I could add a second floor with beds and provide meals for those who stay. The idea struck such a chord with me that I began planning it almost immediately. Perhaps it reminded me of my time in the monastery, taking care of my brothers, a task I enjoyed immensely. Yes, I think that's exactly what I'll do. Leonara moved in with me today. I'd previously slept on a small bed in a side room, plenty for me alone, but I surprised her with a brand new bed large enough for the both of us. We'll live out of the second largest room upstairs. I'll leave the largest for my biggest spenders. My life as a monk was good, fulfilling, interesting, and spiritual. But my life as an innkeep, I've never had it better. That's a nice little story. I like that. Good for him. Was it this way? Or was it this way? I need to practice reading aloud more. Open tabs. Oop. So people just have tabs for singular golds? Okay. First seed. Kaln. 2 gold. Eutropia. Drusus. 1 gold. Shabaru. 3 gold. Mac Nasa, 5 gold. Rain's Hand. Kaln, 7 gold. Oh, racked up another 5 gold. Luic Refani, 2 gold. Honora Tullius, 14 gold. Jabaru, 5 gold. Requested immediate payment. Felon Salas, 20 gold with an exclamation mark. Second seed. Terraroom, 2 gold. Stands with Grass, 3 gold. Flanelin, 5 gold. Jabaru, 11 gold. Deceased. Finally, family may remember to collect debt from. Find family. Oh, alright. Jabaru died with an 11 gold tab, and they want to collect from the family. That's a funny little book. I love that stuff. Let's find this last book, shall we? The music stopped as soon as I looked at this mirror worm, and I like it. I like the mirror worm. Hello. There's another one. You get to live. I want a big one as a pet. Here's the book we're looking for. Gilraidal's Book of Obscure and Ancient Spirits. Not the type that we're usually fighting. Time Storm. History. Named after a historical event of dubious truths. The Time Storm claims to wipe the memory of anyone who drinks it. The more a person consumes, the more time is lost, or so it is claimed. The recipe originated in elsewhere during the reign of Main Jininji Ri. Surviving descriptions reveal the flavor was smooth as well-groomed fur that then blasts the moisture from your mouth like the desert sands. Recipe: ginseng, 3 shavings, muddled dragon's tongue, whole, brandy, 2 jiggers, skewered cactus nettles, 1 handful. Alright. Sage's Dream. That's the one we're looking for. History. The name of this rare drink comes down to us from the ancient journal found within Ayleid ruins. Experts of that long-gone culture speculate that the servants kept these journals instead of more educated nobles. While surprising, this makes sense when one surveys the contents. Quickly scribbled dinner requests from lords, sketched dinner table layouts, and ideas for new beverages all can be found within their pages. The most notable recipe was for the drink named Sage's Dream by the author. The description only states, "For our Lord of Fate, though which Ayleid king or queen that refers to has been lost to time." Unfortunately, the ingredients have long gone extinct from Tamriel, which makes reproducing the drink impossible. Substitutions can be made if one wishes a distant approximation. The journal describes the drink's taste as sharp in the tongue when first enters the mouth, then it mellows into an intoxicating sweetness. Underneath the primary flavors rests a bitterness that rounds the experience. Recipe: Tirum weed, 1 stalk, fresh hark fruit juice, half a fruit squeezed, loot berries, 3, no more, no less. Blend under heat and pressure until Tirum weed dissolves and color turns burgundy. Exploding Pony. History. This drink's name comes from the two-tiered effect it has after consuming it. First, it evokes a gentle flavor, like brandolion tea, that lasts long enough to feel safe, and then a new flavor bursts into the tongue. It arrives with such force that many people spit out the drink up from shock. At least 3 people claim to have heard an audible pop. If the drink remains in the mouth, a new flavor tastes of honey, but with licorice tint. Due to the dual action effect of the exploding pony, tavern owners advise not to swallow until the after effect occurs. After the change occurs, the explosion will occur in the stomach, and while it's not dangerous, it can make some feel nauseous. Recipe: Lady Smock, shredded, nettle anise, half cup, sylph gin, half cup, crushed bloodroot stems, at least 6. Well, if those weren't fictional, I would have wanted to make some of those, even though I'm not a drinker. I like the taste. That's all I can experience, to be honest. The sad reality of having a half kidney. Well, that is a story for another day. I was born with nah, it's a whole thing. But it does mean that I can't get drunk. And honestly, I don't feel like I'm missing anything. Well, like, you know what? Before I talk to you, I'm going to talk to you again.
I don't know where the name
No.
comes from.
She hasn't moved once since you left. I tried talking to her, but she only muttered quietly to herself. I'd almost feel bad for her if I wasn't losing sales. Oh, did you find that book on obscure drinks? An Aeliad drink? Odd. This inn was built on Aeliad ruins. Just a coincidence. Tirum weed, hark fruit juice, loot berries. I've never even heard of these ingredients. I can mimic that flavor profile, though. Just need some substitutions. I need to think about it. Maybe some frost miriam? Oh, some lotus might work. In the meantime, I need to make some syrup. Go to the cellar and grab some sugar. I'll keep thinking about this until you get back. Reproducing a sage's dream sounds like a fun challenge. It'll certainly take my mind off of what's happening to my inn. You'll find stairs to the cellar in the room behind you. It opens up into an old ruin, but don't mind that. Never. I've learned about drinks from across Tamria, and none of these ingredients sound familiar. But that won't stop me. Maybe we can bring this drink back into popularity. Oh, sure. You'll find these old ruins all across Colovia. The first owner built the inn on top of some. Whoever dug out the cellar broke through into ruins and just left it that way. I use it for storage now.
Imagine just having old ruins underneath and just being okay with leaving it that way. Pretty neat, to be honest. Oh, what did I press?
Something hides here. I feel its hatred thick and sour.
Ah, hello.
Perhaps I can call it to us. This horrid relic rose from the ground. I need to talk.
Huh.
When you left, I was compelled to follow. I saw an image of you entering this chamber, and I knew I had to be here with you. But then this awful lamp appeared, rudely popping out of nowhere. I hate the damned thing!
She is the opposite of a moth.
The storm in my head. Remember? I cannot focus through all the overlapping paths. I think this damned lamp was used against me, but I cannot understand how. Could you pick it up? I wished to examine it, but could not stand holding the horrid thing. An odd feeling. Hatred and dread without knowing why. But I know that lamp somehow. Once you pick up the lamp, I can study it. Maybe it will help me remember.
Alright.
Over here. I sense a path that wishes to be explored. Shine the lamp, please.
The evil lamp will help us.
That hated lamp reacted to your touch. It revealed that cluster of lights by this wall. Once again, I feel recognition, but not clarity. I sense the many paths, and this is a signpost. Shine the lamp's light there. Show us what it does.
Let's find out.
I know this. A doorway to the many paths. Step through and I will follow. I know this. It is a doorway to the many paths. I cannot describe the relief that comes with even a modicum of understanding. That lamp wanted to reveal that doorway. Step through and I will follow. I only know what little I can recall. As if the knowledge comes from my core but must still fight through the ceaseless storm. The many paths are possibilities. Roads to different outcomes, different realities. Perhaps this one leads to clarity.
Iliad Ruin. Nice.
Abandons me here.
Ooh.
I will follow if I can. That lamp led us onto the many paths. But why would the lamp bring us here? And why do I hate it so much? Perhaps the answers lie at the end of this path. Where we were, but now along a different path. That is the nature of the many paths. They can carry you to new possibilities, new realities, but the rest eludes me. Why this path? Why this reality? I should be able to see, but I cannot. In the inn, my power surged, but I could not control it. Here, it feels distant, like there is a conflict. As if my power does not know to join me, or to join another. I must try to resolve this. You go on. I shall join you when I can.
There's another. Ooh. Now I have power around me. I want these as furnishings.
The enemy approaches. They come to imprison my prince.
No, Torvazard. They are different. Approach, Pathwalker. I recognize this place. Mortals worshipped me here.
Why does my prince allow this mortal to speak with her? Hermaeus Mora and the other betrayers approach. We have no time to waste with mortal nonsense. You are my enemy, yet you still live. And perhaps there is more to you than I thought, mortal. Or more likely, the Vargas of your path is a coward who runs from battles. Either way, should you start a fight here, I will end you quickly.
Hello, Torv.
I serve the Prince of the Many Paths, and so I abide by her will. But I cannot understand allowing you and that other Ethelia to remain here. Not now, when the end is so near. Speak to her as she wishes and go. We have urgent business to attend to. Other Daedric princes, led by Hermaeus Mora, approach, coming to imprison Ethelia. Despite my protests, she refuses to resist them. After all the battles, I do not understand why she now chooses to just surrender. It makes no sense.
I like how even back then, he's still just shirtless. That's just how he be.
Another Ethelia. Another me. She wishes to speak to you. Perhaps she has answers we seek. Ask her about Sage's dream, mortal. Ask her why the very thought of it spins within the storm in my mind.
She is incredibly tall. But I think she's taller than the other one, yeah.
A mortal pathwalker. Such a creature is quite rare. And I see you are accompanied by one of my reflections. An Athelia from a different path. You carry something else with you. It feels like... hatred.
Oh, shit!
Tell me, why have you come to my reality? The Lamp of Clarity. A relic created to hunt me and my unseen. It carries a spark of its creator Azora within.
Ah.
That gives it a bit of awareness. It must know that your Athelia poses a threat. But why lead you to me? Ah. Sage's Dream is the mortal name for our connection to the many paths. It manifests as a drink, but is brewed from ingredients infused with my very own essence. Drinking it will reconnect my reflection to the many paths, and stabilize her power. They bloom in my shadow, or in the shadows of other Athelias. Each path's ingredient is unique. You can find Tiramweed here, but the rest grows in other realities. Take what you need, Pathwalker. Then you must leave before my fellow princes arrive. This is my end, Pathwalker. Hermaeus Mora has declared me a threat to reality and comes to imprison me. I am tired of fighting. It is the same on every path I have examined. If this is my fate, so be it. Take my Tiramweed and go with my blessing.
Take my weed and leave.
How strange. A mortal who walks the many paths without understanding them. Between that, keeping company with my reflection, and bearing the Lamp of Clarity, you intrigue me. Very well. Ask your questions. Not in any way your mortal mind would understand. I do not wish to drive you mad. An analogy, perhaps. Picture a diamond that somehow formed around a spiderweb, interweaving lines within a grander, fixed shape. That is the many paths. Possibilities scatter across the Orbis, each defined by distinct choices, with unique outcomes that lead to new realities. The many paths are the web that binds them. Some can traverse these connections, as you have done here. Control? No. But I have the power to see them, to follow their threads and alter their fates. It is one of the things that Hermaeus Mora respects about me. And the one thing he fears the most. The mortal mind is limited, intentionally so. Comprehending the many paths should overwhelm you, and actually traversing them should be impossible. I can barely do that. You are unique among your kind. Thus the title I give you, Pathwalker.
Planeswalker.
Mortals are servants, performing tasks to maintain reality. Every field plowed, child born, or war fought, keeps the Orbis stable by design. This fact is kept from them. The slaves should not understand the Master's plan, lest they seek to undo them. Each reality bound by the many paths contains a version of an entity, mortal or Daedra. They each differ in some way, but each springs from the same seed. I am no different. She and I are the same, but distorted, like an image in a cracked mirror. Most mortals quake in fear at my presence, or demand one boon or another. But all you seek is knowledge. Interesting. Ask your questions then, Pathwalker. I suppose so. If she's lost control of her power, then she needs someone to stabilize her. It seems she chose you for this task. The more information you have then, the better. Once Hermaeus Mora chose my fate, he recruited other Daedric princes to aid in my capture. Azora answered his call by creating the Lamp of Clarity. Its light exposes my location on a path. Or, as you have seen, reveals doorways to the many paths.
Of course, Azura would help take down someone else. Makes sense.
I am as curious as you. Perhaps it does not aid you, but only appears to. Azora's essence may have a purpose of its own, and you are only along to see that purpose fulfilled. I hope you find your answer as you continue your journey. The Many Paths connects all Athelias across all realities. This bond can weaken over time, causing distress to an Athelia. We developed a means to reintegrate called Sage's Dream. It manifests as a drink to consume, but this is only an illusion. The ingredients grow in an Athelia's shadow. They form from our essence. We each produce only one ingredient. Mixing these ingredients melds the essences from many Athelias. When imbibed, we take in the power of our reflections. When she drinks Sage's Dream, she takes in the combined essences of her reflections. She gains their understanding of her power. Your Athelia will reconnect to the Many Paths and regain control of her power. An extended separation from the Many Paths, perhaps. Oh, yes, I see it now. Your Athelia already suffered Mora's punishment. Her power was stripped from her when she was locked away. She means to calm the storm as her power seeks to return to her. Most mortals quake in. The Prince of Fate foresees a cataclysm approaching. I used my ability to manipulate the Many Paths to prevent one disaster. But now Mora sees my efforts as the predecessor to something even more terrible. He feels he must imprison me. And I agree. Do not fear, mortal. I have a plan. My scions will one day set me free, after I have had sufficient time to figure out how to avert the disaster Mora predicts.
Okay. She's been working with him.
Another Athelia. So powerful and proud. Collect the ingredient and let us go back, mortal. Here. I offer you a path home. Take it with my blessing.
Yes. Peer into the portal, my child. I wonder if he has anything to say.
I found your conversation with my prince very interesting. Immortal, walking the many paths, and in service of the Fate Changer. I must respect that. I hope you find what you need to help your Athelia. Maybe you'll succeed where I have failed.
Why does my prince allow this mortal to speak with her? Hermaeus Mora and the other betrayers approach. We have no time to waste with mortal nonsense.
I see how my reflection opened a path, and I understand. The Many Paths are mine to control. Perhaps I open a doorway next time. Let us return to our reality, mortal.
Let's go.
A new path appears. mortal. So much of the path we just walked was familiar to me. The shrine, my scions. I remember it now. When Hermaeus Mora and the others arrived, took my power, locked me away. I had a plan as well, but I do not remember just surrendering like that. I sent Torvasard and the other scions away. They had to remain hidden, free to act when the time was right. The rest is still unclear. We learned much on that path about the Lamp of Clarity and Sage's Dream. It was created by the Daedric Prince Azora. She made the relic to find me. One of my powers is to avoid the gaze of other princes, but they found a way around that. The lamp contains a spark of Azora, which reveals these paths to us for some reason. Ingredients to create the drink grow in the shadow of all Ithelias. The drink blends our essences, connecting us. Each path grows a different ingredient. That must be why I crave one. I need to reconnect with the other Ithelias to reclaim my power. As am I. Hopefully we learn more as we travel. The last path was clarifying, but I still feel overwhelmed. I am no more in control of myself than I was before. Let us proceed, mortal.
Alright.
Step through. Let us see where this path takes us. So much of the path we just walked was familiar to me.
Oh, we're back here.
Dread fills this path. Find the ingredient, but use caution. We are not welcome here.
Got to be better than that to stop us.
Ooh, that's a nice piece. I like it.
Let's do this!
Let's mess with another reality.
Now make 'em bleed.
Oh, that's cool.
These shelves were full in our reality. Not ransacked like this. The lamp led us to the same location as the first path, but in a much different reality. I see my loyal soldiers line the halls, but despair fills the air. We are not welcome here. Tread carefully as you search for the ingredient we need.
Oh, ah. That's interesting. I've never seen that happen. Huh. But not all of them.
Have Mora's forces finally come? Then I am finished. The Athelia of this reality cannot even stand. She looks fully defeated, but I do not see any signs of an enemy. Maybe she can tell you what happened here. And make sure to ask about an ingredient for Sage's dream. No. You do not belong here. But a reflection of the Prince of Paths travels with you. Have you come to revel at my defeat? To watch Hermaeus Mora imprison me? How shameful that I attract a mocking audience. Get on with your gloating then. Of course she lost control of her powers. All Athelias are fragile creatures. They break under the slightest pressure. Just like glass. How did you get here, if my reflection cannot control her power? How did you walk the many paths? My Shardborn should gut you. Whether you intend it or not, this humiliates me even more. An item of my ruin born by a reflection who walks free. If it will get you to leave, I have Hark Fruit, one of the ingredients for Sage's dream. Take it and go.
This one's a bit rude.
Azora's lamp is not a friend to Athelia, Pathwalker. All the relics work to subdue us. If it helps make a Sage's dream, it is not to empower my reflection. No matter. My fate here is sealed, so what do I care? Take your Hark Fruit and leave me. Accepted. All that I am will soon vanish from reality. How could I possibly be comfortable with annihilation? No. I feel dread. Resentment. Anger. And totally ashamed by my obvious weakness. When word arrived of Hermaeus Mora's plan for me, I crumbled. My followers are loyal, but they couldn't face down the combined might of the other princes. What resistance we presented was quickly crushed. Another testament to my weakness. Mora's army has surrounded the shrine and will soon pour in. I will have no choice but to let them imprison me. My followers may be locked away as well, or scattered across oblivion. It does not matter anymore. Let them come. Azora's lamp is not a friend to it. This reflection seems resigned to her fate. Quite different from the other. Let us get the ingredient and go. This reflection has given up. But she has no plan, no hope for the future as the last one we met. The many paths show the consequences of every action, every choice. Gather some Hark Fruit and we will leave this wretched path.
Let's grab it.
I saw how to open a doorway. Let us return to the inn cellar. With each remembrance, the storm calms a bit more and my power returns to me. You see how I opened a doorway into the many paths? I am gaining more control with each passing moment. All I need is Sage's dream to complete the process.
I wonder if she has more dialogue here.
It seems my reflection is gaining in power. How shameful to watch at the moment of my failure. Leave me, Pathwalker. Let me fall the way I want to.
This one's a downer. Bye. Another path.
I sense this is the
Alright.
last path calling to me. Use the lamp here, mortal. Like before, this path stirred up memories. I experienced the same dread before Hermaeus Mora's forces arrived. But I did not collapse like a coward. I commanded my Shardborn to resist, and they obeyed. The struggle, I recall, was epic. I remember the armies of the other princes pounding on the doors to my shrine. My loyal Shardborn readying their weapons. The sounds of unrelenting battle. I recall the princes standing in judgment over me. Then, blackness. She is correct. I should not trust Azura's lamp. But it led us to 2 ingredients needed for a sage's dream. And now we have Tiramweed and Hawkfruit. 1 more and we can make the drink. And then I can regain control of my powers.
I wonder if we get to meet Azura. That'd be nice.
Step into the many paths once again, mortal. Like before, this path stirred up memories. I experienced the same dread before Hermaeus Mora's forces arrived. But I did not collapse like a coward. I commanded
Oh yeah,
my
that's right.
Unbridled anger fills these halls. We have entered a war zone. Find the last ingredient, but be careful. Mora's forces breached the shrine on this path. These Shardborn battle for their very existence, and the Athelia of this realm's anger fills the air. I am safe from harm. But a mortal like you can die even when walking a different path. Be warned.
I think I'll be fine. Some nice pieces. Nice scenery. Pretty sure this is the right way. Looks it. Although, what's this way? Just want to see. Ooh. Let's read a book from here. Another player doing the same. Nice. I wonder if I can just... Nah.
No, you must
Oh.
not bring that reflection any closer. Speak with me, and I shall explain.
Where is it? Where'd she go? Ah. She disappeared.
Your Athelia, does she not sense it? The Athelia of this path, my prince, has lost herself. She has become the monster that Hermaeus Mora foresaw. If she cannot regain control, this reality is finished. Why does a mortal walk beside an Athelia? Then I hope you succeed where I have failed. I tried to get the prince to calm down, but she lashed out Mora's forces with her full fury. The more she fought, the more lost she became. Perhaps there is still a chance for you. How can I help?
So what has happened is that I went to a fort where the Daedra were attacking, and then we found that the way they were attacking from within the fort was with a sword that we kind of encountered during the prologue quest, which released like a couple of months ago. And now we went to an inn of which Athelia kind of was drawn to for reasons unknown, and then she figured it out that she needed to drink a drink. She needed a cocktail. And we found out that that cocktail is kind of made up of various essences that can give her connection to her like other selves in the other realities. And so we need to go to some of those other realities to gather some ingredients to kind of bind them together. And yes, she literally is a mimosa sipping basic bitch, like flat out. And so we're leading this Athelia, who he's telling us not to lead our current Athelia or help our current. He's telling us that the Athelia of the reality we just stepped into has gone a bit crazy due to everyone trying to imprison her. Because we've met two before, well, three if you include the Athelia that of our reality. One is like, I have a plan and I'm gonna let this happen. I'm mad that it's happening, but let's have this happen. Another one was super salty about it and was defeated, but like very mad. And yeah, this one seems to have gone crazy. And I think that's what we're up to. Oh, and we got a lamp. We are a moth with a lamp. She hates the lamp with all her being because it kind of helped the Daedra find her so they could capture her. But now for some reason the lamp's helping like grab some items. And they don't know why. But we're following it anyway.
Why would... Oh, I understand. Azura's lamp wants to preserve your reality. By helping your Athelia regain control, she can be safely imprisoned again.
Oh, that makes sense.
The ingredient you need is close by. Loot berries. Hurry and take them before it is too late. Flee while you can, mortal. Save your own life. Just spare a thought for this doomed path if you survive. I suspect we will not last much longer. I suggest you take the loot berries and run. Good luck.
Well, that's ominous. What do you mean Athelia's become a monster? Athelia is monstrous behind us. She's right behind me, isn't she?
Athelia is the fate changer, the unweaver. She has power unlike any other Daedric Prince. The power to shape existence itself. More alone
wasn't watching the finals with the boys.
But full of uncontrollable rage.
There's something very healing
unravels.
about. Oh wait, is there store stuff happening? I'm sorry.
She's right behind me, isn't she?
Surprise bitch.
Surprise bitch.
Thought she'd seen this last.
The unimaginable. Can you contemplate what happens when reality shreds like parchment beneath a saber cat's claws? Nothing remains when existence ceases to be.
I'm sure. Wait, does he have a little bit?
Flee while you can.
Yeah, we already heard that.
Save your...
Well, hello.
More deaths! Damn his eyes! Every one of them!
Where's the berries? Ah.
Wanted a monster! Behold the last tomorrow! Behold the destroyer!
Destroys it. Athenia shows uncontrolled rage. It will consume every piece of this reality. If you have the ingredient we came for, then we need to go. Now.
I wonder what happens if I just stay. Nah, gotta leave. Alright, we got all the ingredients to make a cocktail.
Come here. I have an idea about the sage's dream.
Where did Ithelia go?
Did you get lost down here? Yeah, that happens to me sometimes too. That woman is back upstairs, sitting by the fire. So I came looking for you. I figured out how to make a sage's dream, even if we don't have the proper ingredients. What? You do? Well, that makes things easier. I'm not sure where you got ingredients that no longer exist, but the good innkeeper knows when not to ask questions. Can you help me make the drink? I'll read from the recipe book while you do the rest. I turned my alchemy stove into the finest experimental drink maker in town. You can be the first to try it. Each ingredient will need to get the temperature just right. I'll call out for more or less heat. You turn the appropriate valve. First, place the tirum weed in the apparatus. No one ever wanted to try one of my experimental drinks before. All they ever ordered was mead or ale. Now I can finally put this apparatus to the test. Just follow along. Slowly apply heat to steep the tirum weed. Needs more heat.
We're brewing. How do I open the valve?
Reduce the heat.
Oop.
You burned that batch. We'll have to start over.
Alright.
Slowly apply heat to steep the tirum weed. Needs more heat. Too hot. Reduce the heat. That looks nicely steeped. Next, place the hawk fruit in the apparatus. Apply heat to liquefy the hawk fruit. Again, not too hot. It needs to be hotter. You'll burn the fruit. Reduce the heat. The hawk fruit looks properly reduced. Now add loot berries to the apparatus. You should chill the loot berries without freezing them. needs to be cooler. It's getting too cold. Don't freeze them. Perfectly chilled. Now, to blend the drink. 2 parts steeped tirum weed and hawk fruit juice for every 1 part of chilled loot berries.
Alright. 1, 2. 1, 2. And 1. Right?
Perfect amount of tirum weed. Don't add any more. That's just the right amount of hawk fruit juice. No need for more. Looks like a perfectly blended sage's dream. Pour the finished drink into that carafe. Now, grab the drink and take it to that strange woman. I'll meet you upstairs.
There we go. I wonder what happened if I drank it.
Sage's dream. Do you have it?
What do you have to say about all this?
What are you waiting for? Give her the drink already.
If only it was. We could go to the Clockwork City and there's plenty of that.
We walked the many paths together and learned much, mortal. Yet I still cannot control my power or clear the storm from my mind. Every path collides in this place. If you have a sage's dream, please, place it on the table. I wish to calm the chaos.
It's her. Don't talk to her unless she's had her morning cocktail. Standing on the table. Classy. Oh.
Finally. The storm abates and I can clearly see the many paths. I can discern one reality from the next and my mind is clear. I am myself again. I am Athelia, Prince of Paths and Mistress of the Untraveled Road. I shall set things right. The echoes I dragged from disparate paths are free to return to their own realms, and allow me to untangle the threads of fate and restore balance to this reality. I thank you, Pathwalker. And I am jealous of you. We learned that every Athelia is dangerous. A broken creature that ends up hunted. We cannot change who we are. But mortals, you choose your paths. You don't need the powers of a Daedric Prince to alter your fate. I envy this. Goodbye, Pathwalker.
Just like that. We bring her a cocktail and she's like, yeah, I feel good now. I'm gonna get rid of you. Go away. I've had it. I've had my cocktail. There she goes. Oop. He is shocked. Look at him. Shocked, I say.
You did it! Oh, that strange woman has left and taken the shadows with her. Time to start running a regular inn again. Maybe I'll add the sage's dream to the menu. Provided I can get some more of those ingredients.
I wanted to drink it. Make it for me. I want to drink a cocktail that can bring the memories of a Daedric Prince back. Just drove off in a convertible and left us all in the dust.
The pain is gone and the threads of fate have untangled. What happened in there, Proxy? I sense the knot in the threads of fate has untangled, Proxy. This threat to our reality has passed. Should I assume you are responsible? Tell me what occurred within the Outcast Inn. If helping Athelia saved reality, then you made the right choice. But the Lamp of Clarity is a powerful relic. I am glad you found it. I would like to take the lamp to Baragon's townhouse for further study. May I have it? I predicted that the tangled threads of fate were related to Athelia's release. But how could I know she was the direct cause? You have served the one who knows very well in this effort. Here is the reward I promised.
And a staff. Nice.
I must contact Hermaeus Mora and inform him that Athelia has regained at least some of her power. Do not take this as a slight against you. Helping her saved many lives. It was the correct thing to do. Take it to Skingrad for study. Azura's lamp was designed to hunt down Athelia and her minions. Knowing how best to utilize it must be my next priority. Please find me there when you are able. The Chosen of Fate still has much to do.
And I think going back to that townhouse will complete this part of the story. That was fun. We met various versions of that character, of that Daedric Prince. Gave her a mimosa.
Did you hear? The King of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
Which was not a surprise to anyone.
You're back! Good. I made some progress with the Hope Route map. Let's talk.
Tell Baragon about your recent investigations, Proxy. I confess I am curious as to what he makes of your report on the events at the Outcast Inn. Afterward, we must take counsel together.
Yep. No one else to talk to?
I'm still deciphering the map from Hope Route. I can't yet make sense of all the notes, but I figure that any location marked on the map must be important to the Recollection. How did your investigations go? You've been busy, friend. Did you learn anything at Feldegard Keep and the Outcast Inn that might clear up the last nagging questions I've got about the Hope Route map? Tell me what happened. You helped Athelia remember herself? Isn't that what the Recollection is trying to do? I suppose you had a good reason, but still. Entangled realities? A strange tale, friend. That's a problem rather beyond my experience. I'm glad you were there to sort things out. And you recovered a lamp? Sounds like some sort of relic. It might be important. So, the planned attack on Feldegard Keep was with Daedric forces, not the Recollection? A good thing you were there to help Tribune Alea defend the fortress. And that blade you acquired. Any sword with a name must be important. As I hoped, your account explains these last few marks on the Hope Route map. Not only were the inn and the keep noted, there's another site the Recollection's interested in, an Aeoliad ruin called Neriostare. We need to investigate that ruin next. Neriostare lies in the western Colovian hills. It's rather dilapidated and haunted. I had a harrowing experience there back when I was actively adventuring. Laramil wants to speak with you. Talk to her, then meet me at Neriostare. It was a long time ago, friend. Close to 40 years now. I was part of an adventuring company that explored Neriostare's Great Hall in the nearby chambers. We didn't get very far, though. Neriostare was too dangerous for the band I was with. In addition to traps, the Aeoliad ruin was full of undead guardians. But the worst obstacles were the collapsed passages and buried doors. The Recollection won't get far without a lot of digging. Strange events drew Laramil the Wise to Westweald. Daedric incursions, a great new forest, ringed by a devastated region called the Wildburn, and the appearance of an Aeoliad cult known as the Recollection. Laramil asked you to help her investigate.
What did we discover? I just did that.
Rostwall Estate and Feldergard Keep. And at Ostamir, we discovered the Recollection created the New Forest and the Wildburn. That led us to Hoperoot, where we unmasked King Nantharian as their leader. They seek to restore their patron, the once-forgotten Daedric Prince Athelia, to her rightful place of power. But Athelia isn't quite herself since escaping from Hermaeus Mora's prison. Laramil calls you the proxy, or the chosen of fate. Apparently, you agreed to help Hermaeus Mora defeat Athelia and preserve reality. When you met her in Ellenglyn and the Outcast Inn, she seemed confused, disoriented. What she wants, I couldn't say.
That's it?
The permutations of fate created a high probability that you'd... I would like to talk about the relics I heard you describe to Baragon. The Lamp of Clarity and Abolisher are two of the relics once used to defeat and imprison Athelia. Exactly. Abolisher, forged by Boethia to cut a path to Athelia wherever she walks. The Lamp of Clarity, created by Azura to illuminate the many paths. And the Skein of Secrets, woven by Mephala to show where Athelia and the Unseen could be found. No, we do not. Torvasad told us in Mephala's nest that the skein was lost in an Aeoliad vault. Given the Recollection's interest in Neriostare, I think we know which one. Torvasad used Abolisher to open the way to Athelia's prison. He knows the relics can be used to return her there, and will do anything to prevent that. These ancient tools may be the keys to saving Westweald, and perhaps all of reality. The blade, the lamp, and the skein countered Athelia's power in ancient times. I think they can do so again. You and Baragon are fated to seek the Skein of Secrets in Neriostare. I have my own tasks, and shall find you when it is time to finish this. My appointed tasks range far beyond Westweald, Proxy. While you deal with Athelia's servants, Nantharian and Vargas, I seek her first scion, Torvasad, the author of all these troubles. You and I shall cross paths again soon enough. We observed Torvasad using Abolisher to open portals. Creating a portal is not difficult, and I am rather proficient at it myself. But Abolisher appears to do it swiftly, and with great precision. I suspect it can destroy them as well. The lamp allows us to gaze into the many paths. Think of that as a halo of possibilities and alternate fates that surrounds our own reality. Things can be real in the many paths that are not real here. We may need it to confront Athelia. That remains to be seen, Proxy. We have observed the effects of Abolisher and the lamp firsthand. The skein, however, has been hidden for thousands of years. I presume its function will become apparent once you recover it.
Yep, let's go get the skein.
The ruins of Neriostare lie in the far western reaches of the Colovian Highlands. I'll secure a few things here, then meet you there.
Very interesting thing you're reading there. Let's go to Neriostare.
Did you hear? The king of Vashabar. He's the leader of the recollection.
The secret to invisibility is in that book. Surely that's an item in like D&D or something. Surely. I don't know where this shrine is. I'm just gonna go to a random place and we should be able to find it. There it is. Let's go. There you are again.
Hello, friend. It looks like the recollection is camped right on top of Neriostare. We need a plan. That's Neriostare over there, surrounded by a recollection stockade. I guess it's nice to know I correctly interpreted the map we found in Hoperoot. But it does pose a problem. Assaulting a recollection camp isn't our objective. Laramil says we need to find the Skein of Secrets. That's likely somewhere in the vaults of Neriostare. I recall a set of stairs leading down in the middle of the ruins. We should start there. I've seen a few recollection scouts come and go while I've been watching, but I haven't seen any of their leaders. Of course, I have no idea what's waiting for us in the underground portions of the ruins. If you want to hit them head on, I'll follow your lead and help as I can. But there might be an easier way to get where we need to go. Before we commit to an attack, why don't we scout the perimeter and see what other options present themselves? Let's look around and try to keep out of sight until we're ready to make a move.
You know what? I'm just going to attack head on.
That's the main gate. Lots of recollection there. No way we're getting through that, right?
And let's just go inside. No scouting needed. Right? I didn't just sequence break or anything, right? I think I might have just sequence broken. Fine. Let's go back up and scout.
I knew the recollection was interested in Neriostare, but I didn't really expect to find a whole new fort blocking access to the ruins. Maybe we'll find a way in that they overlooked.
We're in though. need to find a way out. So I can find a way in.
The recollection brings supplies to this gate. The sentries here are predictable. We might be able to slip by them, or we could try the path to the north. Although, I don't know where that leads. I think we've seen enough. Let's compare notes. Looks like we've got multiple options for getting inside. From what I recall, we'll find the stairs to the buried halls in the middle of the stockade. Assuming the recollection hasn't blocked them up, that is. It depends if we want to announce our arrival or stay hidden. The gate to the east is heavily defended, but there are fewer sentries at the west entrance. I think we could slip by them. Or we could try the path to the north. That's a good question. Sometimes natural fissures or caves provide hidden entrances to buried ruins. I saw no recollection forces in that direction, so it might be worth investigating. Your call, friend. I'll follow your lead.
Now we can go enter.
We're nearly done. The stockade looks stronger every day.
I'll grab some of this wood.
You could craft something nice with that.
Oh, is it someone else? Ah, there it is.
There, friend. Those are the stairs we're looking for.
You were right there.
Be careful. I remember encountering some deadly traps, and it looks like the recollection's been busy down here too. Things look different from what I remember, but I'm sure I'll recognize the right path as soon as I see it. Let's keep moving.
Just go anywhere. I'll find the place. Need to be.
The Great Hall of Neriosterae. This is as far as I got on my previous visit. Things look different from... The door to the south leads to Neriosterae's vault, but it's sealed by this Welkin stone. The recollection's working on the puzzle. Let's look at their notes.
Alright, let's read this note. This is infuriating. My divinations clearly indicate the lesser Welkins for these sockets are nearby, but I have combed every spot in this ruin, and I can reach with no avail. The first one is in the northern gallery, above the hall to the east. I'm sure of it. Yet no spell inside or side of mine can reveal its hiding place. The second is in the hall high above the eastern gallery. Rubble blocks the way. The third stone lies at the end of the southern passage to the west. There's no way across the pit to search for it. The last is just beyond the gate to the northern passage of the northern passage to the west. But how can I get to the balcony? Perhaps some mage more clever than I can find these accursed stones. And Mystic Tarim. After Hope Root, it's clear that we face tenacious foes. Hermes Mora's minions fight against their own freedom. but we must protect our prince nonetheless. To this end, you must ensure, not endure, the skein of secrets cannot be used against us. Prophesied believes it was sealed away in the vaults of Neriostare long ago. Find a way to retrieve the skein and destroy it. I must take a different path. The powers slumbering in the darkened home. Huh? What the hell is the darkened home? Can restore our prince, I'm sure of it. All I need to do is plant enough seeds and use the staff to awaken it. Ah.
Interesting. Let's talk about how to proceed, friend. I've got no talent for spells, but I picked up a bit of arcane lore in my time. The ancient Aliens were fascinated with light. They devised ways to harness its magicka, or draw it from ethereal crystals, like this burnt-out stone. Great Welkin stones like this one powered mighty enchantments. They could make buildings float in mid-air, maintain networks of magical portals, or seal impassable gates. I think this is exactly what we're looking for. Someone in the Recollection thinks so. Besides, you don't build a door like that or a lock with a Welkin stone without a reason. Explorers have visited Neriostare many times over the years, but no one's ever gotten past the dead crystal.
I wonder if this ruin is in Oblivion.
Do you see the empty sockets? The mage I came here with years ago thought we needed lesser Welkins to restore the Great Welkin Stone, but we couldn't find any. Judging from these notes, the Recollection's experiencing the same problem. Good idea, friend. The lamp and abolisher give us an advantage previous explorers didn't have. I suggest we start with the East Passage and look for a way up to the north. The Recollection Mage's notes suggest we might find something there. I'm sorry to say that one of my principal talents as an adventurer was getting into places I wasn't supposed to be. I generally served as the trap expert and lockpicker of the party. Guess I've always been interested in puzzles. I came here as part of a small adventuring company. Brave companions and good friends. Anyway, we found the stairs in the ruins and fought our way past a small horde of skeletons to reach this spot.
There is no more skeletons.
We hope to find some treasure overlooked by other explorers. The vault door certainly seemed promising, but the Welkind apparatus stopped us here. Neriostare's undead forced us to retreat before we could figure out how to get past it. We parted ways long ago. I had one close call too many in ruins like these, so I decided to retire and take up a safer vocation. We said our farewells in Skingrad. It's ironic. I'm falling into dangerous habits again. It looks like Nantharian intends to plant more Wildburn seeds. I thought we were finished with all that at Hoperoot. What really worries me is the suggestion that the Wildburn ritual has another purpose. Planting seeds to wake the power that sleeps in the darkened home. I thought Nantharian wanted to cover Westweald in a great forest, but maybe the Wildburn is just the collateral damage of his real purpose. I have no idea. I dimly recall seeing that turn of phrase somewhere before. A translation of an old Ayleid name, maybe? But where the darkened home is and what's there, I couldn't say.
Well, we'll find out. I don't think it's this way. I think I need to... Alright. I don't think it's up these stairs. But I'll check. Yeah, that just takes me back there, so... But it's somehow behind this wall. I Do not know how to get there. Alright. Ah, I think I know. This is the right way. Some nice decorations. I want them.
That strange glow. Is the lamp doing that? Amazing! That stone wasn't there until the light of the lamp revealed it. Use the lamp. I've got a feeling it might have something to reveal to us here.
I mean, it just did, but alright. Guess kind of voice lines for literally every section, which is perfectly fine.
Look! The stone you placed is feeding the greater Welkind. Let's find the rest of the lesser stones.
It's a lot of urns. I'ma loot them. And I think I just got myself, yeah, something I can actually use, and a bunch of stuff that is clogging up my inventory. I should have dealt with that before I came here. Alright, what should I get rid of? Yeah, I think that's enough for now.
Who's next? Fit your gear. You're better than that.
You're absolutely right.
Preparation. Love to see it.
Don't know which one actually broke though. Yep. Ah. It's a fun ability. You can throw Vine.
Got to be better than that to stop us.
The aliens loved magical portals even more than clever traps. I bet the remaining 3 stones are hidden in places we need portals to reach. A good thing you've got Abolisher for that. That's the balcony beyond the gate mentioned in the recollection notes. Try Abolisher here.
I mean, someone could have probably used some wood, a plank or something. Maybe some rope.
I think there's another stone nearby. Try the lamp here. Look at that! Another stone! Take it, friend. The aliens loved magical port.
And we can leave through this. Which is the next one? Probably down this way. I think. No, other way. Everything's all overlapping, it's hard to tell. There's the skeleton. I was promised skeletons, and they delivered. Skeleton.
This must be the pit mentioned in the recollection note. Can we use Abolisher here?
Can we keep this sword afterwards? Seems pretty useful.
I think the lamp's found another stone. Give it a... Amazing. The lamp pulled the stone into our reality somehow. How does this work? That's 3 lesser stones. There should be 1 more to find.
Yeah, just go around this way. Oh, was that a... No, it's just a crate. A barrel. Nothing good in those.
That gear of yours won't hold out much longer.
You're right. What else can I repair? Ah, And that's why the way was blocked. I can't press that. Trashing good books. I think I found where I need to be. Yeah, I want that as a piece of furnishing. Just looks cool.
The gate's blocked by rubble. I think a polisher might help us here.
Is there another one of those egg sacs? It's gonna explode. There it is. I really do like all these new alien pieces. Ooh.
Look, I think that's another hidden Welkin stone. Use the lamp, friend. There it is, another Welkin stone. Go ahead, take it. That's the last of them. Let's return to the Great Welkin Stone and see if we can open the vault.
I think I can just drop down. Not even stopping me.
That did it! The vault is unlocked. We better go in before the recollection notices. We did it! The Great Welkin Stone unlocked the vault. Let's get going, friend. Now that the door's open, there's nothing to stop the recollection from following us inside.
Is that the door?
Just think. No one set foot in here in ages. Except for any alien undead that might be around. I'm beginning to think the aliens built this place specifically to protect the skein until someone with both Abolisher and the Lamp of Clarity came along to reclaim it.
I am going to be over encumbered very soon.
They must lead to an inner chamber. Collapsed stairs? The aliens left us one last obstacle, but I think there's another chamber above.
I mean, I could probably just climb it. People really be not wanting to climb. I wonder if I can just jump it. Come on. There we go. I can do this. I hate it when that happens. It kind of bounces you off surfaces. You need to... There we go. Damn it! Nah, not gonna happen.
There, to the south. I think I see something. So that's the skein of secrets? I wonder what it does. Go ahead and take it. It's hard to believe that slip of cloth is a Daedric artifact. But then again, Mephala is said to be one of the more subtle Daedric princes. We better take it, and go before the recollection realizes we're down here. Over there, friend. Isn't that an Echenir manifestation? We should see what it reveals.
We have a lot of relics right now.
Why do you trouble my prince, Daedra? The many paths splinter. You manipulate fate in ways that were not meant to be.
What I do for the good of all. Why can you not see that, Mora?
I am not alone in my concerns, Ethelia. Constrain yourself, or we will constrain you.
And you will fail. Now be gone.
A memory of Ethelia arguing with Hermaeus Mora. Have you ever seen such a thing? Friend, we should talk. An ancient quarrel between Daedric princes is beyond me, friend. But it's clear Mora attempted to reason with Ethelia. She willfully ignored his warning, and was too strong for him to overpower without help. A good point. And now we have the 3 relics they used to defeat the Prince of Paths. The question is, where and how to use them? We know what Abolisher and the Lamp of Clarity do, but we have no idea how to use the skein. I'll take the skein of secrets home and study it. Laramil thinks it's important, and King Nantharion didn't want us to get it. Whatever he's planning, I bet the skein can help us stop him. I'll meet you back in Skingrad, friend.
Do I just jump down or something? Probably not. I mean, I'd like to. That would be nice to explore down there, but... Come on, let me jump. Oh well. I can jump down the stairs. Wonder what shield that is, because that armor set is just ancient elf. They haven't really made a dedicated alien armor. They should. It's a really old armor set. Assuming we can't get back in. No, we can. They must have just unlocked it and left it at that. I wonder if we're gonna help Athelion in the end. It's Seems like everyone has a reason to do what they're doing.
That's it?
Sharp as Knight is unimpressed. And that's fair. Oh, we got that nice new, like, gold afternoon, like, lighting that they've added for this zone. I knew it. Ah, but it's just worms. Let's get out of here. Sell some stuff. Yeah, I'll go to the merchants first. Oh, that's a scary sight to see as soon as I port in. Where's a merchant I can just sell to? Because I can't do that to the pack merchant. Probably should hit up the bank as well. I think selling some stuff should be enough for now. They changed it that it's 1 gold instead of 0 gold from stuff that you just get from just unnamed containers. You know what? I think that's enough. Let's go to the townhouse and see what's going on.
Did you hear? The king of Vashabal. He's the leader of the recollection.
They're over there. Oh, what's going?
Over here, friend. We should talk.
Thought we walked into some death.
It's strange. When I first retreated from Neriostare, I wondered for years what was hidden in that vault. Never guessed it was the relic of a Daedric Prince. Now that you're here, let's take stock of our recent discoveries. The two of us recovered the Skein of Secrets. You and Tribune Alea saved Feldergard Keep and found Abolisher, and you discovered the Lamp of Clarity at the Outcast Inn. You learned something about Athelia too. We finally have an advantage. Laramil believes these relics are the key to defeating Athelia and her Recollection and Daedric allies. We still need to figure out when and how to use them, but thanks to you, we have what we need to save Westweald. Take this, friend. After my initial examination of the Skein of Secrets, I still don't know what to make of it. It's a map, but the image is constantly changing. I think it reacts to whatever the viewer is looking for. I wasn't having much luck. Then I had an idea. I thought about finding Nantharian, but nothing happened. Then I remembered that these relics were made to find and defeat Athelia. So I thought about her, and these Daedric runes appeared. I think they translate as the Staff of Many Paths. Precisely. Nantharian used the staff to prepare the Wildburn seed ritual before you stopped it. I think the skein is showing me places where Nantharian is using the staff to plant more seeds. A lot more. So, friend, want to help me stop Nantharian?
Probably a good idea.
If I'm right, Nantharian is planning to set off a massive Wildburn, enough to destroy Skingrad and cover the entire Weald in forest. Take a look at the skein, and you'll see the sites I'm referring to. I think they can lead us to Nantharian.
You know what? I think I'm gonna call it here. That probably would be the last or second last quest to do. Oh, you're here. Probably should have a chat to you first.
Even if we can see where Nantharian used the staff, there's no guarantee we'll still find him at those sites. I'll confer with my scouts and get help from Vashabar. The more eyes out there helping us look for the Recollection, the better. It's clear the Recollection are everybody's enemy, and the Shardborn too. I'd be foolish to turn down help wherever I can find it. Besides, I might have been too quick to assume our new neighbors were behind Westweald's troubles. I don't have a problem with wood elves. I have a problem with squatters and conquerors. I can be hard-headed, but Baragon's proven himself to be a loyal ally, and the people of Vashabar were tricked by Nantharian. I can admit I was wrong about them.
You know what? I think that's it. I think I'll finish off this entire quest line next time. But for now, see you later.